Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to solve and graph one-step multiplication inequalities. Now, when we solve inequalities, we want to isolate the variable, get it by itself on one side of the inequality. We do that by using inverse operations. So this is very similar to when we solve equations. One thing we need to be aware of, though, when it comes to inequalities, remember, we need to flip the inequality symbol, change the direction when multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative. Now, once we solve the inequality, we can graph the solutions, all of the values that make the inequality true. Let's jump into number 1, where we have 5y is less than 40. 5 times y is less than 40. So we are multiplying y by 5. We need the inverse operation of multiplication. That's division. So let's divide the left side of the inequality by 5. That means we need to divide the right side as well. Whatever we do to one side of an inequality, we must do to the other in order to keep it balanced. Now on the left side, these 5s cancel each other out. Y is now isolated. So we have y is less than, and then on the right side, 40 divided by 5 gives us 8. So y is less than 8. And that's our answer. So any value less than 8 is a solution of this inequality. It will make it true. Now we can graph y is less than 8. So we are graphing all of the solutions here. Let's start with a number line, and we can put 8 in the middle. Then a couple of numbers on both sides. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, when it comes to graphing inequalities, a filled circle shows that we are including that number, and then an open circle shows that we are not including that number. So here, y is less than 8. 8 is not included, so we need an open circle at 8. And now we need to represent all of the values less than 8. So let's draw an arrow going left, the direction of everything less than 8. And that's our graph. The open circle at 8 shows that 8 is not included, and then the arrow going left represents all of the values less than 8. And one last thing we can do here is check a solution. So we can plug in anything less than 8 for y and see if it works. Let's use 6. So plug in 6 for y. So 5 times 6 is less than 40. 5 times 6 gives us 30. 30 is less than 40, so we are correct here. Our answer, y, is less than 8. So y can be anything less than 8, and it will work. Let's move on to number 2, where we have negative 33 is greater than or equal to negative 11m. So we need to undo that multiplication. Let's divide the right side by negative 11. That means we need to divide the left side by negative 11 as well. Now remember, when we multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative, the inequality symbol flips. It changes direction. So as far as the right side, these negative 11s cancel each other out. M is now isolated. The inequality symbol flips. And then on the left side, negative 33 divided by negative 11 gives us 3. So m is greater than or equal to 3. Now, as far as flipping the inequality symbol, that symbol flips as soon as both sides are divided by negative 11. Basically, it flips in order to keep the inequality true. I go into more detail about this in other videos. Those links are in the description. For this video, we will focus on solving and graphing. Now, as far as our answer, we have m is greater than or equal to 3. So m can be anything greater than or equal to 3. Now we can rewrite this inequality with the variable coming first. This can make an inequality easier to work with. All we need to do is write the variable first, then make sure the symbol is going the correct way. So we have m, and then m is greater than or equal to 3. So that symbol needs to open up towards m. M needs to remain greater than or equal to 3. So again, keep in mind we can rewrite an inequality with the variable first if we prefer. Either way works. Now let's graph. So we can draw our number line here and put 3 in the middle with a couple of numbers on both sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now m is greater than or equal to 3. So 3 is included. It is a solution. So we need a filled circle at 3. Now we need to represent the greater than part. So we can draw an arrow going right, the direction of everything greater than 3. And that's our graph. The filled circle shows that we are including 3, and then the arrow to the right represents all of the values greater than 3. And then lastly, let's check a solution just to make sure we are correct here. So we can plug in anything greater than or equal to 3 for m in order to see if it works. Let's use 4. So we have negative 33 is greater than or equal to negative 11 times 4. Negative 11 times 4 gives us negative 44. So we have negative 33 is greater than or equal to negative 44. That is true, so we are correct here. M is greater than or equal to 3. And let's actually check 3 as well to make sure that works, since m can be equal to 3. And we will do this mentally, so plug in 3 for m. Negative 11 times 3 gives us negative 33. And reading the inequality from left to right, negative 33 is greater than or equal to negative 33. So that is true, 3 works as well. So there you have it. There's how to solve and graph multiplication inequalities. I hope that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.